Hi, this is Female Roommates. I'm Danny.
I'm Edlin.
And we'll be reacting to episode 2 of Invincible today. And we'd like to thank everyone for watching our episode 1 reaction. And thank you for commenting, liking it. And to those who subscribed as well. We really appreciate it. And yeah. Let's get to the reaction. Episode 2. Episode 1, I don't know what's gonna go on like afterwards, but like
they did say it's gonna go better from there.
Yeah,
so.
Everyone did say it's gonna get like more litty. So yeah, I don't think anyone said specifically more litty, but yeah. Oh, Cole, let's start.
Look at that place. Language. Sorry.
Oh, remember this guy?
I mean, it's impressive, but like, who needs that many rooms? It's not about rooms.
I wonder how the royal family watches this show. Hi! Bursting! I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Okay, I feel bad for that Darkwing guy. His entire body just got like splattered. Okay, so I mean he's not like invincible type of thing, because they could hurt him. So
wait, how do they know?
Oh, wait. Okay.
Oh my god.
They don't know.
Why does that guy who's speaking look like Bobby Hale? You know that anime? I mean cartoon from King of the Hill.
I can't unsee it. I cannot unsee it. Oh my god. That's what he turned into.
Yeah.
That's what he does now.
Dang, somehow he... What happened? Oh. Did he like mangle her?
I think. That's true. Like he can't just be perfect right on the get-go.
Where is that?
Reminds me of the Iron Giant.
Remember the Tin Man? That's like
Feel old. Feel old. He found his way.
from Emerald City.
You know Naruto?
You know Benjamin Button?
I hate it!
Wait, why is he so fresh?
Yeah, why was he still fresh? Are you okay?
She just threw the coffee away.
She was like, Mom.
You and all the other stray boys in a 10-mile radius. Didn't you just get your ass kicked last week for Amber?
God, that sounds dumb when I see it like that.
Sounds a little optimistic, maybe. I'm Adam Eve. But the rest is
Dang, they're just hanging willy-nilly there.
Willie,
What? No barriers, no anything.
Whoever did this cut the power and the backup. They killed the cameras and the
he
security
really
systems.
did good for himself.
Yeah.
I told them to start over and try harder.
That's not good news.
Wow. Oh, I thought she was gonna like hit someone.
I know.
I
I
was
was like, what the heck? That's reckless.
So, you can be more awesome than him and take his place. That's how dating works. I mean, no. Definitely not. She's got a boyfriend. He is super available. Want his number? I'll write it down.
Oh my god.
He does not stop. This man does not stop.
His own personal
Go to
pimp.
the same high school.
He's on the job 24/7 for his mans.
You know who never.
It's funny how they keep going back.
Right back at you.
Hey, I need my costume back. I don't care how torn up it is. It's classified, and I want it back. Go get it. Now.
The fuck?
Where are
I don't even know who you are. Oh, you don't?
What the heck?
All right. I'm an evaluation officer for the coalition. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'm on, by the way.
Invincible.
Oh,
Why was that so cute?
What was this?
What?
sorry, kick your ass.
I don't know what you're saying. Oh. Thanks, I guess. Yes, but
Oh my god.
she found some old photos of me, okay? Photos she said she deleted. Amber? Hello?
Meanwhile, they're back again. Oh,
Robot's got bad news, everybody. Did you hear that? Hey,
not gonna lie, I mean that's pretty cool. Wow.
you don't seem to understand. Earth isn't yours to conquer.
That's interesting. Earth isn't yours to conquer. Then whose is it?
Dang, he aged. That's fuck.
No, he didn't like that.
Oh my god. They looked so sad.
I felt kind of bad. So, how was the episode?
It was good. It was definitely better than the first.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Mhm.
Well, especially after seeing what happened in the first episode. Like, at first, I thought it was gonna go the route where they kind of knew that it was Omni-Man who did it all or something. And it was gonna be like, episode 2 is gonna be dealing with the aftermath, and I don't remember in the first episode, but I didn't realize that he collapsed fully and just was unconscious as well. I think that it's kind of nice this way, because I guess in the story-wise, because they don't know it's Omni-Man who did all that stuff, it's interesting to see where the story's gonna go, and it also, I think, gives them some time to build up more characters. Because I feel like if they knew Omni-Man was the person who did all that, like, right at the beginning of the episode, like, we wouldn't have time to introduce and, like, fully explore other characters and their relationships. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, how do you feel about it?
About what?
Like, the fact that Omni-Man isn't, like, known yet to be the killer of all of them.
Well, it keeps things interesting.
I feel as though, yeah, I like, with each episode, I don't know how it's gonna go next, and that's what I kind of like about it. Like, yeah, like it feels like, because like in some TV shows, it sometimes feels like, oh, we know what's gonna happen next, and that's why I kind of appreciate things going this way. Because I have no clue what's gonna happen in episode 3, and how like everyone's going, because we have this guy who's like the detective. Like, what is Omni-Man gonna do with this guy, or like, does Omni-Man even know this guy is like sneaking around trying to find out everything? And it kind of sucks that this guy was having like flashbacks, but he wasn't able to
still know.
Yeah. Which actually it sucks for him and like the characters in the story, but it's good for the story as well, because it prolongs things. Because right now no one believes him, but how is he gonna turn that around and have everyone believe him? It's like either he's gonna do something and like, I don't know, because it's either Omni-Man's gonna save himself, or something's gonna happen to trigger that, or this guy's gonna figure it out.
Yeah, because Omni-Man is already really defensive right now.
Yeah, like he's really tense about the situation, and if I were that guy, I'd be like, why is he so, like, first of all, he just remembers the lights going out, because there's like so many holes in the story, and no one wants to think that way, but then there's obviously so many holes in that, but then there's also that side to it where it's like, yeah, maybe he went through something like so bad that like it caused him like some trauma, and so he forgot some things. To be honest, I would believe it more if he said, oh, I forget, like I forget what happened. Because it's like, how can you be so defensive and just say like the lights went out and like and then everyone died or something like that. And then as Omni-Man, as a character, I feel like because everyone knows how powerful he is and kind of like prideful in a way. I feel like if, let's say that story was true, like the lights went off, everyone died unexpectedly, he got beat, and as a character and who he is, wouldn't he be like angry about it? And so yeah, it could be the way he is now, it could be interpreted as angry, but even then, anger in that sense would turn into vengefulness, like
like, who is it, like I gotta look for who did that.
Yeah, like he'd be like, I gotta know, like who did this, like who would be cowardly enough to turn off the lights and then bamboozle all of us. So I feel so let's start with the ratings. Like, let's start.
For me, it's a 10.
For what? For story?
The
story. I see. Me too.
The art for me is 8. I still don't prefer it, but I noticed, especially this episode, how
it looks a bit more polished.
Not polished, but there's like a lot of variations in the way they do animation.
I see, yeah.
And stuff. Like, the animation is different when they're from up the air versus when they're having like those dialogue scenes. And then like it's different when they're fighting as well. Yeah. Like, some parts of it look 3D. Yes. There's like those nuances.
Like how they do in films is like, obviously this is a show, but they have like different studios do. It's not just one studio doing one film. It's like different.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it, because sometimes I feel like the art style changes depending on the angle and whatever. So yeah. But yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Recently,
when he went to the other dimension, it was different too.
Yeah, it was like a music
the
video.
Art style. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that you see in the music video. It was really cool. I like that they added a song in there too. I do recently, like in terms of animation, I have noticed like Japanese animation. I noticed that the art style only changes when a specific animator. It's gonna be like one studio for episodes, but then it changes per animator. So I actually don't know who's animating this. It could also be the same where it's like it depends on the animator. But then also it could be the same for Western films here where it's like a different studio who does it, or like it's one movie, different studios. One studio is in charge of like the action scenes or like the CG for the action scenes and all that stuff. But yeah, it's definitely something to check out later on. For me, the art, I'm gonna start with the story. Just go back down there. I'm gonna say 10 as well. Like for me, I like the way it went. They added some mystery to it. Like obviously it's a big world, and this random alien guy came in from who knows, I forget the name now. And he's out here like doing patrols or something, and so obviously there's a much bigger world to explore outside of Earth and Urath. So that's interesting to think about when where the story's gonna go, and not just like the potential is why I'm giving it a 10, but also the pacing of everything.
Yeah, I wasn't bored. And that like thing with the guy that's supposed to go to Urat, it was like a nice break in between. I was like, what was that? That was so random, but
that
like
was random.
I like it.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like they wouldn't put it, like it felt random to us, but then as
it has
definitely
like a purpose.
Yeah, so like
along the way.
I feel like the introduction to, I forget their name, like those aliens.
Yeah.
And then this one alien, I feel like it's just introducing a bigger a bigger universe out there, and maybe they're gonna bring it in to the story in this season. I'm not sure, but that would be super cool if they did. But then again, maybe that would be a bit too much for the first season, because I feel like there's a bit too much story to go.
Yeah, and like conflicts to resolve. Yeah. At this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I do hope they resolve. But yeah, the foreshadowing and what may come in the future, the detective / mystery, the action, and the story building within each and every character, I would give it a 10 for this episode. The art, I feel like it's more polished. This episode, there's a lot less static. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I feel. And yeah, you're like those flying scenes again continue to keep me entertained. Like that's super cool. Like the camera angles, everything, it's really well thought out. So yeah, for art, I give it a 9. Yeah, I give it a 9. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, because I feel like the same things that we said last time is relevant to this episode in terms of art. And
also I like that there's like a lot of like between the lines aspect to it. Like they don't really, and that's how a great film is when they're like they don't have to say anything to portray something, and like I felt a lot of that with the mom.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she always had this scene or like frame where she's like, what the heck is happening? But she's not even saying anything. You just like kind of get that from her expressions and stuff.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and last episode it was from the dad that had a lot of that, but now it's the mom.
Yeah, actually,
where it's like, this isn't usual.
Yes.
That's the vibe I'm getting from her. Like she's looking as if her husband is like acting strange.
Yeah. Do you think she's... Because obviously she's a smart woman. Do you think she's gonna find out?
Oh, maybe. Probably. I mean, because she supposedly knows her husband best.
That's true.
So.
That's interesting to think about. Because, yeah, why would they bring up so many scenes with her, like, unless they're foreshadowing something? That's interesting. I hope that she has some sort of, like, I hope that she has, like, a bigger role in this. Because, I feel like, you know, in My Hero, it's like the mom is kind of, like, in the side. She's kind of like a side character, but she's there, but it's, like, just as a background. I kind of want her to be, like, because this is her husband, this is her family. It only makes sense that she's in the middle of it too. Like, she can, as a character, it would be super cool to have her be in the middle of it. And, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, wouldn't she, like, kind of have, like, a weird feeling, like, after he gets better? Why doesn't he talk about it anymore? Right?
Yeah. Like, why is he brushing it under the rug or something? But anyways, yeah, speaking of, like, I feel like a lot of the side characters in this show, they aren't, like, on the side, which I appreciate.
It makes us feel like they actually they could be in real life.
That's, like, the vibes you get from, like, watching a live action kind of series, where the side characters aren't
just side characters.
Yeah, they're also, like, dynamic.
That's very interesting.
Like, they also are very rounded and stuff.
Yeah.
Even Amber is, like, if it was, like, another animation or whatever, after that first episode, when she served her purpose, it would have been, like, done.
Yeah.
But up to now, she's like,
she's still there.
Here.
She's like, hey guys.
Here's my number.
Yeah. I wonder what she's gonna, like, I wonder what she's gonna be in this story.
Yeah, for real. She seems very important, too.
Yeah, I wonder why. I can't say what my opinion is about her, because I don't really...
Yeah, same.
Like, we don't know her, but, we don't know her. But as for Mark, I feel like things are just for his character. I think things are just going way too fast for him. Not for the story, but for him as a character, where he just one thing. It's like after the other, and he literally.
That's why he can't cope.
He can't cope. Yeah, he's yeah. There's just too many things. I feel. Oh my god, it's gonna hit him like a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel, there was something that made me uncomfortable in the show, or not, in the episode. It was when Omni-Man was, like, being, quote-unquote, stern with that nurse.
Yeah, oh my god, I was gonna say, he's, like, the typical man or woman who's, like, they're, like, very nice to you, and they're, like, they're, like, a very good friend and stuff, but, like, with other people, he's, like, an asshole.
I've seen that a lot of times. Like when I was working in the customer service industry, it's like to their family they're so nice, they're so
and friends, right?
friendly. But then when, you know,
they talk to like servers or
like when they
stuff.
talk to me too, like I was like, not gonna lie, there was like a little feeling in me where it's like, oh, that kind of hurt, like because it's obvious how they kind of brush you off as like not. It's not like I want to be important to these people, but it's like, you know, just treat me like a human being, not just like, because there was one time, that scene made me uncomfortable because it reminded me of a time in my life when this guy just threw the coins at the table. He just went like that, and you know, like some of them fell and I had to pick them up, and this was at McDonald's, so and it's not even the first time that happened to me. There were several times when, like, men just threw like money on the counter, on and then it fell on the ground. It's very, and I'm not saying like, oh, just men do that. They're like, I feel like there are like men and women who do that, but it was mostly men for me.
For your case.
But yeah, that's the reason why it made me uncomfortable, because it reminded me of like going through that. And then it kind of is a very interesting thing because it kind of shows that aside from his family, everyone else just feels like he doesn't care about them. But then, so why be a hero on Earth?
Yeah,
if
true.
Yeah, right? It's kind of strange. So obviously, with that scene, it's meant to make you uncomfortable. It's meant to insinuate something. And it feels as though it's insinuating that he has, like, it's not a misunderstanding, like, that he killed all these people. There's something behind it, and that something has to do with that moment where he doesn't view humans as, like... Because obviously he's from another planet.
Yeah, and the way he, like, destroyed the Flaxens, was it? Too? It was like he literally, like, obliterated their race.
Yeah.
It's like he
they were like
also...
cockroaches.
Yeah.
So, what's to say... What is the difference between, like, the Flaxens and...
Yeah, and it's also nice that, like, they humanized them. What at that last scene where they really look so scared.
Yeah.
So it's like,
what's stopping him from doing that to Earth?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, even though as a viewer, like, usually we would just see them as like cockroaches or like just aliens, like, who are they, you know? They're not humans or anything, like alien lives don't matter and stuff. Yeah. But like with that scene, they like really humanized them. It's like they're alive too. They have feelings as well. And
it's like oh, that's really, yeah, like it's like we're viewing them as Omni-Man in the beginning.
In
like,
the beginning,
like they're cockroaches. They just keep coming, like, but then at the end when you see them like cowering and like,
I was like, oh,
yeah, me too. I was like, that's so
for
sad.
a minute.
And yeah, because it's so easy for someone who has all that power to not view like all these humans as like, because obviously Omni-Man isn't like some sort of righteous being. So it's very easy for like not just Omni-Man but people in power, and like you said, humans in where I forget. I'm so sorry. Like I forget where he comes from, but it's so he even said like we're very much the same as humans. It's just that we have like powers and stuff. So if that's the case, then he must have those feelings that come up naturally when like you view when you look down on people, and it's very easy to look down on people when you have like all this power in the world. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, everyone's gonna get corrupted. It's just more like, who's to teach him otherwise? Like, there's no one on earth who can teach him otherwise. So how, like, is it just in the goodness of his heart, quote unquote, where he's like, oh, humans are, I'm here to protect them. Like, and like there was that backstory where he was like, oh, I was sent to protect Earth. That's a different thing. That's a completely different thing. Like, he's not doing it from his quote unquote heart.
It's like, it's his job or whatever.
It's his job. Like, I feel like he views Earthlings as like babies, maybe like less than babies, because you don't treat babies that way. And but then he did punch his own kid. So I don't know. Anyways, emotional rating.
I would give it a 9 as well.
9.
There's a lot of... It just like... I don't know how to say this. Like, you really get into it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna have to give it probably a 9 as well. Because I was more invested, definitely more invested than I was last episode in the beginning. And the fact that they spent so much time building all these characters does help in that emotional aspect of, like, I wasn't feeling bad for Omni-Man when he was, like, unconscious, but I felt bad for the mom more than anything, because I was like, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of worried for her at this point, because it's like, does he love her? Or what is she to him? And does he even love Mark? Like, it's such a strange thing. Like, I feel more worried for them. And how I feel kind of sad, because it's like, when they find out, like, what's going to happen? And, like, what's... Like, obviously, she's gonna... Like, the wife is gonna go through so many things. So it's definitely something that I'm anticipating, but also kind of sad about.
Yeah.
Because it's... The story is slowly going into that. Very slowly, and... I feel as though now that we're more emotionally involved, it's just gonna hurt more too when it happens.
As for me, it's not only that, but like you really feel what they're feeling. Not only like anticipation of like sad parts and stuff. So yeah, like what I said with the aliens, you like feel for them too, stuff like that, like small stuff. So yeah.
There was a lot going on this episode. I feel like one discussion after this isn't enough. I feel like for now. Yeah. Because I feel like right after the show discussing it and then having time to like marinate in it afterwards, it's like completely different. And I think in probably episode 3 we're probably gonna still be talking about episode 2 as well. Yeah. Because there's a lot to take in the story, and a lot to think about and feel. I think there's only 8 episodes for this season, so I'm hoping that's enough to show us like a lot of like exactly what's gonna happen. I feel like in 8 episodes we're gonna end up going through probably Mark's individuality as a superhero, and then probably like some sort of like big reveal too. Maybe it'll end on the big reveal. Who knows? But Because yeah, 8 episodes, even though like they're long episodes, the way that they're going about it right now, they're taking their time. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing that they're taking their time. I feel like it's a good thing, because then there's more anticipation for season 2. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this series, and I can see why, like, there's that hype.
Yeah, me too. I was hesitant at first, but
we're here now.
We're here now.
We're here now, and we can't stop now. So yeah, again, we'd like to thank everyone for their support and for watching our video and for commenting. Thank you to everyone who liked the video as well and gave their opinion, not just commented, but like also gave their opinion. We like to read your opinion on the episode as well. And we'd like to thank you for engaging with us and for thinking that we're interesting enough to watch the discussion. Again, although we have a rating system, we do go on tangents and we do like to speak a lot. So yeah, like at first we were gonna cut it to like 10 minutes, but like I feel like 10 minutes is not enough to talk about like a lot of things. So yeah, we react to Invincible every Monday or Tuesday, and it'll come either Monday or Tuesday. Most likely Tuesday though, because we're reacting to Invincible the week of. So whenever we react, that's the night that we edit the video. So probably Tuesday morning. And we're also watching other shows like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and The Expanse, which we've decided to also pick up every Monday as well. As for My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen, we decided to move it to Tuesday for filming day. So, yep. Do you have anything more to say? Okay. Thanks for watching, and we have to see you again. Thank you.